Hey everyone, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be calling this week Tag Week because the two videos that I'm posting this week will be tags. I feel like it has been a while since I've done a tag. I thought I did one earlier this year, at least one, but I was looking back through my videos and I was quickly scrolling through, so I might have missed it, but I didn't see that I had done any tags so far this year. So yeah, I plan on doing 2 this week and I might do another one next week. I have to see how things work out. But the main reason I decided to do a couple tag videos because there were a couple that I've seen that I liked that I wanted to do, and also the videos that I had wanted to film I'm not really ready for. I think I've been talking about this for a while now, but I really want to do a bookmark collection video, and I was going to do it at the end of last month, but then I forgot that I had kind of pre-ordered a set of bookmarks from Nerdy Post a little while back, and those are actually coming this month. And then I am pretty sure I will be getting at least a couple more bookmarks in my book subscription boxes this month. So once I get all of those, then I will go ahead and film that, and I won't just keep putting it off. Anyway, that's not important right now. Today I am going to be doing the Goodreads tag. So let's just go ahead and get into it, and I will be referencing my phone for some of these because these are some questions that I didn't look up the answer or really look too much into the questions before I started filming this, so I will just be going based off of what I have here. So the first question is the last book you marked as read, and for this I have Drunk on You by Harper Sloan, and this is the 4th book in the Hopetown series. I received an e-arc of this book for review, so I just finished this. This video is going up on Tuesday. I finished this the Saturday before this video is going up, I believe. Question 2 is what book are you currently reading? And the book I'm currently reading is Temporary by Serena Bowen and Sarah Mayberry, and this is another book that I received an e-arc copy of, and this book is coming out the day this video goes up. Question 3 is what is the last book you marked as to be read? And for this I have The Bells by Danielle Clayton. Yesterday, or today I guess when I'm filming this, I actually was going through the 2017 new releases for the second half of the year. I was doing this in to prep for the other tag that I'm going to be posting later this week, and there were a few of the books that came out or are coming out this year that I hadn't already marked that I knew I wanted to read, so I went ahead and marked those, and that was the very last one that I marked as to be read while I was going through that list. Question 4 is what book do you plan on reading next? And for that I have Fire Blood by Ellie Blake. This was another book that I have for review, and this one is actually coming out on Tuesday as well, the day this video is going up. And I had all intentions of reading this, having this done before Tuesday, but things get really out of hand because when I was rereading the first book, it took me almost the entire week, and I had really only thought that I would need maybe 3 or 4 days to read, or maybe really 3 days to read that because I had already read it, but it was taking me a really long time to get through it, and it was just a mess. So I had 4 books that I wanted to get done by Tuesday that I started last weekend, and clearly I didn't get to them. I only finished 2 of the books, and I'm working on the 3rd, and then this one will be up next. So I'm hoping that I can at least get this finished by the end of the week so I can put the review up for this as well. Question 5 is do you use the star rating system? And yes, I do use it because I found that that was the easiest way for me when I had first started up my blog. So now I am one of those people who uses half stars. I don't like using quarter stars. I know some people do 3.25 or 0.75. I don't like doing that because I feel like that's doing way too much, even though I understand the usefulness of it. For Goodreads, when I put in star ratings, I know a lot of people when they go up to half a star, usually they just round up to the next full star, but when I put it into Goodreads, I actually go back just because clearly I didn't want to give it, say I gave something a 3.5 stars, I didn't I didn't want to give it a full 4 out of 5 stars. So I would just put it as a 3. I would set my rating as a 3 out of 5, and then in my review I will put, you know, the first thing that I would put, say if I had gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, I would make the rating a 3 stars, and then in the review I would put I gave it a 3.5 stars. It might sound a little complicated, but I found that's the way it works best for me. Question 6 is, are you doing a reading challenge? And I'm not sure if this question means if you're doing any extra reading challenges. I am participating in the Goodreads yearly reading challenge, and this year I made some videos at the beginning of the year stating that I was only going to put my set goal to 20 books for the year because I had planned on focusing on my writing. I am participating in the reading challenge. I am currently over the goal that I set. At first I was going to push it up once I had reached that goal, but I decided to leave it where it is. I think I have currently read like 74 of 20 books that I had originally set. So I've read 74 books so far this year, and we're a little bit over halfway through the year, so I think that's really good. I was kind of hoping, like in my mind I have a goal to make it to 100 books for the year if I can, but it's not really a big stressor, and I didn't put it on Goodreads just so that didn't stress me out. Question 7 is, do you have a wish list? And since this is a Goodreads tag, I'm going to assume this means, do you have a wish list on Goodreads? Now I do have a wish list on Goodreads because there was this exchange, like bookish exchange group on Twitter that I was actually trying to be a part of a couple years ago, I believe. So one of the requirements was to set up a wish list either on Goodreads or Amazon, or maybe both. And I went ahead and made a wish list on Goodreads, but I didn't really do too much with it because, you know, at that point, after I didn't get accepted into that, I just kind of just left it. I didn't delete it. I don't think I deleted it. And I wasn't really adding any books to it because I prefer to use the Amazon wish list, or just put books in my cart and save them for later so I know what I want to buy. But I do have one on there, but I don't really use it. Question 8 is, what book do you plan on buying next? And at this point in time, you know what, I'm not going to say that because I do have a few books in my Amazon cart that I actually do really want to get, so let me just go to that quickly. I have been on a book buying ban, and I'm still currently on a book buying ban until October. I was kind of hoping to push it out, or at least limit myself after October, because I'm trying to save some money. But I have 4 books that are currently in my Amazon cart that I really want to get. So the first book is Skip Beat Volume 40 by Yoshiki Nakamoto. And if you guys have been watching my videos lately, I have really been mentioning the Skip Beat manga series a lot lately. So that book is the 40th volume in the series that's out, that's going to be out in English, and that one actually isn't coming out until like March of next year, but I have it in my cart for pre-order. The next book that I have in my cart is Nixia by Scott Rankin, and this book actually is also coming out the same day that this video is going up. And I put this in my cart as soon as I finished reading it because I knew that I wanted to own a physical copy of this book, and this is probably going to be one of my new favorite series. So yeah, I put that in my cart because as soon as I can, I will be getting my own copy of this. The next book that I have in my cart is An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Stoll. Or no, wrong person, by Margaret Rogerson. I'm looking at the thing and I still said it wrong. Sorry. This book comes out later this month, and I have been wanting to read this book since I first heard about it, which was a little bit ago. And I put it in my cart because I was going to pre-order. I was going to break my buying ban, but I think I'm just going to wait. And, you know, just wait to get it when my ban is over. So, yeah. And then the last book that is in my cart is My Favorite Thing is Monsters by Emile Ferris. And this is a graphic novel, I believe. I actually saw Cass from the Little Book Owl talking about this book in her latest book haul, and she flipped through it and it sounded really interesting, so I went and looked it up. And I think I'm going to get this like in October when my book buying ban is over, and I think it will fit perfectly with that month. So those are the 4 books that I guess I plan on buying next. Question 9 is, do you have favorite quotes on Goodreads? And this is one of the features that I actually don't really use too much on Goodreads. I know that they have a favorites quotes section or a place where you could save your favorite quotes and stuff like that. I don't use that feature really on Goodreads. So no, I guess I don't have any favorite quotes on Goodreads. Question 10 is, who are your favorite authors? And this is a hard question because I feel like I haven't really read too much by any specific author to really say that they're my favorite, or if they might have used to be my favorite. I don't think they're still my favorite author. I can't really say that anyone is my favorite right now. You know what, I will say, and it's weird because I've only read some 2 other ones that I could say might possibly be favorites are Angie Thomas and Becky Arbitelli, but I have only read one of each of their books, so I can't, for sure say that these will definitely be my favorite authors. But based on the 2 books that I've read, or based on the books that I read by each of them, I will say that they're definitely in the running to be on that list. But right now, I don't think I currently have any favorites. Question 11, and this, as far as I know, at least the version that I took my questions from, this was the last question. And this one was, have you joined any groups? And this is a little weird because yes, I have joined groups. I'm actually in quite a few groups on Goodreads. The only thing is I don't really use them. I have turned off all notifications, so I really forget that they're there unless I get a message from one of the groups saying, oh, we're picking book of the month, blah 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 blah. But I am one of those people who usually don't feel like reading whatever book is picked, and as much as I like discussing books, I feel like I don't always read books at the same time that other people do. So I just don't really mesh well with the groups. It's just not something that I guess I like. So that was the Goodreads tag. I thought this was a pretty interesting one, so that's why I decided to do it. If you guys have already done this tag, then definitely let me know so I can go and check yours out. And if you haven't, feel free to do the tag. I'm not really sure who to tag just because this is an older one, and I don't know who has done it or not, but feel free, like I said, if you haven't already. And if you have, or if you do it, then let me know in the comments that you have done it so I can go and watch your video. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye.